Good morning, friends. Welcome back to another YouTube. It's Monday. It's 4:32 a.m. We're getting after it. Heading to the gym. Got a push day, baby. Let's go. After a week of collecting W's, stacking wins, back at it again. We got that rinse, repeat cycle sort of system down. Just constantly building momentum, gaining confidence, and doing what's necessary to win. Just want to throw it out there. Quick, small little reminder. With all the chaos going on in the world, whichever way you view it, whatever it is you see as your fight, fight your fight. Speak up on what you want to speak up on. But make sure two things, okay? When you present a problem, provide a solution. Don't just be a loudmouth. Make sure you present a solution to actually get a ball moving in the right direction, to actually take a course of action towards that solution, okay? Second piece, and personally in my opinion, the most important part, is don't forget to fight for you. Don't forget to put yourself first and continue to take care of what is necessary for you to win. In a world where maybe it doesn't feel like you have as much control as you think you do, make sure that you're doing what's necessary and what's completely in your control, okay? And make sure you continue to win, okay? Take care of your health, take care of your mind, take care of your people, taking care of your financials, taking care of your education, taking care of personal development, all those things that make up you, okay? Fight that fight. Be on top of your shit. Don't let the noise, don't let the distractions, get to you where you fall off and, you realize that, halfway through this year, you're not where you wanted to be, okay? Fight your fight for the world. Do what you got to do there. Provide a solution. Okay, I think people tend to forget about that part. Provide a solution. Continue to make yourself better. Okay, continue to make yourself better. Do not skip that part, please. With that being said, okay, I'm really proud of myself. Okay, some people might say it's nothing. To me, it's momentum. To me, it's momentum. To me, it's, again, doing what I got to do to continue to win. Last week, set a goal. I'm knocking out 13K steps. Should probably say that first. Some people might think that's money. I wish I was making that type of money every day. That'd be crazy. That's a goal. But 13K steps daily. We did every day last week. Some days we had 14. I think we had maybe, 3 of the 4 days we hit 4. Oh, wait. I had one day that was 15. And I think I had 2 or 3 days that were 14. So my point of bringing that out, saying that not only do we hit 13, we had 14, we had 15. It's amazing what happens when you put your mind into something, right? When you really set your mind to a goal and you intentionally get after it, you go above the goal. It's a pretty cool feeling, right? So cool, like I said, steps. It's not the most I don't want to say hard thing to do, most difficult thing to do. For some people it could be, for sure. But, for me at this point, it's a relatively easy thing. I have a pretty good system with it, okay? But I just proved that, cool, I'll be more intentional with my goals. I'm able to level that up. So maybe I'm able to do that every single day now, moving forward, without, really, get in my head of can I or can I not. I can make it happen. Okay. So now for me, I start to think, okay, well, where else can I do that? Where else in my life can I level up in that way? And where this all stemmed from is just thinking cool, I'm locked in, and that's one thing, but it's a whole other level of locking in when you're not just checking a box and saying I'm doing the things, but you're doing the things that are already getting results at a higher level, okay? Again, Might sound like nothing, might sound crazy, but that's how you continue to win, right? I can be doing the same things week after week after week and seeing results, which is cool. But after a certain while, you get too accustomed to it. You have to find those new ways to level up. So cool, I was doing really well at hitting 12,000 steps. Let's bump it up to 13. Like I said, I got 14 and I got 15 one of those days. Okay, let's really dial it in with nutrition. You know, I might be, having some of those meals where, it's a little less days. Cool, I'm still hitting my macros, right? But it's the best quality food that I could be eating. Maybe, maybe not. So, right, there's another area, right? Just identifying shit. I'm just speaking out loud, right? One thing I want to make very clear here is, like, when I speak on YouTube, this is a lot of times just a message for myself. A lot of times it's for me to hear the things that, just out loud, I need to hear the things out loud that need to help me become better, okay? I'm not going to call this a diary, but I want this to be always a reminder for myself, because if I speak it into existence, if I say it out loud, me personally, I know I have a better opportunity to remember it. I also have a better opportunity to actually do the work, okay? So I hope the same for you guys. I hope when I speak these things, it helps you think. I hope it helps you take better action. I hope it puts you on a better path. So, cool. We have that with nutrition. With my workouts, awesome. Where in my workouts have I been, maybe not putting in the most work? Right off the top of my head, core, right? Abs. Starting to do posing, right? Posing, I keep slacking on. And I think inherently I'm just nervous. I think I'm nervous, and I think it's one of those like slight embarrassment things, like, oh fuck, I gotta start like looking at myself in the mirror every day and posing and like doing all this shit. And I've reached out to a couple people, so that was kind of my first step last week, okay? But there's only so much I can do, with other people until I need to take action, right? It's kind of like reading a book. I can read the book, but I gotta take the action from the book. Whatever the book is telling me to go do, I got to actually go do it. I can't just, say I read the book and all of a sudden I'm smart. That makes no sense until I actually, put the practical to the use. It's irrelevant. So I got to actually start doing that shit. Again, reminder, smack to the face. I need it. So there's that. Okay. So there's room. Lots of room for improvement. Lots of room to get better. Lots of room for me to actually become the person I want to be. So I just hope that it challenges you guys to think about those things. Challenges you guys to, first make sure that we're taking care of what's right, what's necessary for your goals, right? Kind of have the basics down, and then eventually start to get better. Because the way I've always kind of viewed it, okay, let's slow down. Not the way I've always viewed it, but the way I've recently started to view it, and maybe the last 2-3 years, is the box. Okay, people always like to say, think outside the box. Cool, we can do that, but let me ask you something. Have you even mastered your box? Okay, have you even mastered the 4 corners that make your box, aka the basics? For example, when it comes to fitness, nutrition, seeing results physically. Okay, do you have your macros down? Do you have your protein down? Do you have your water down? Do you have your movement down? Okay. Once you have those 4 basics of what can really help you start to see results, now you start to think outside the box. Okay. Maybe we're doing some weight training. Maybe start doing some yoga on the side. Maybe some mobility. Right. Maybe start training for something a little bit more serious. Maybe we try a new variation of a diet. Okay. Right. Now that we have the basics down, we can start to kind of play outside that box. With your business, right? How's your acquisition? How's your retention? How's your sales? How's your marketing? Once you have those 4 things down, like really down, you feel super confident in your skills with those 4 pieces. Okay, cool. Maybe start looking at ClickFunnels. Maybe start looking at a website. Maybe start making, more content revolving around it. Like you really start to double down. Okay, my reason being is people want to hit these grand slams. They want to think outside the box. They want to get these crazy things going, but they haven't mastered the basics. And if you haven't mastered the basics and you're trying to step out, from this box, and that fails, you have nothing to rely on. You have nothing to back up what you're still going after. You're just at a loss because maybe you spent all this time and all this money on something that you thought was really going to blow it out and get you all these crazy results, but now we got nothing to show for it, right? Because here's the beautiful thing. If you have mastered your 4 corners, your 4 basics, and I'm kind of just speaking out loud. It doesn't always have to be 4, okay? But sounds really simple to me, so that works. Cool, I'll stick with 4. If I have my 4 things down, I think outside the box, for some odd reason, this thing outside the box fails, I can go back to my 4 things, I can go back to my corners, and I know I can stick to the basics and I continue to win. I'm not going to say it's that simple, but when you have an organized system that allows you to continue to win, and then you continue to level up those basics, and you kind of get to that next level, we get closer, right? We get better, we get smarter, we get stronger. Like, all these things just start to stack up. So for me right now, I'm kind of looking at my physical box. That's what I've been kind of talking about the last couple minutes here. And cool, now what can I do outside this box? What's the next for me? You know, I have to think about my personal life too. I have to think about my work life. I have to think about all these other things. You know, every aspect of your life, there's this box. There's the basics to it. You got to master it, and then we can move on to what's outside of it. Okay. So, had to drop a little bit of wisdom on you guys this fine morning at 4:44 a.m. Had to hit you with it. Just had to. I felt it in my bones. Okay. So, hope that helps. If you got questions, if you need a little bit of, you know, maybe some goal setting, hit me up on Instagram. Shoot me a follow. Shoot me a DM. Let's get a conversation going. Let's move in the right direction, y'all. But we are pulling up into the gym now. Got a little loop-de-loop to hit. But I will catch you guys in a sec. Oh, fuck.
Keep that tempo, Nick. You got it. Yep. 1. 2. Yep. 3. 4. Come on. 5. 6. Come on. 2 more. 2 more, Nick. Come on. 7. 1 more. You got it. Come on. Come on. There you go. Good.
Ooh.
Last set.
Ooh, little Creed, baby. Little Creed. Little Take Me Higher. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh.
1. Yep.
Oh.
3. Yep. 6. 7. Come on. 8. Yeah. Done.
You gotta say to the ladies.
If there's any ladies watching this right now, hit me up. My number is 555-605-8436. I don't have much to offer you, but I have 2 big things, and they're not the ones you're thinking about. One of them is a executive membership to Costco. The second thing is my loving embrace. It's not as big as most other people's because it's only half of one, but also it just means more. So, you know, hit me up. Let's fucking work something out. Love you.
I have no idea who that guy is. Mark my words. I will be the best hugger on planet Earth. Nobody can hug better than me. Nobody. Nobody. Oh. When I of the things I like to keep in mind, like as I start to get heavier with flies, like chest flies, for me, what works, where I can really feel this, make sure I'm just getting good time or attention too, when I'm going, arms bent, but I'm thinking about my biceps, or I'm thinking about my biceps, just pulling it, letting my biceps connect in my head, just kind of thinking like there's strings attached and we're staying symmetrical, or putting those strings together. Kind of just come as one movement, biceps going together. To me, that just helps me feel it in my chest more, get more out of this workout. So again, when I get into this, especially as it gets heavier too, right? And you feel like you're kind of losing form. Okay, so arms a little bent. Okay, get in position, chest flat. Biceps. Biceps. Oh. All right, guys, and that is where we're gonna cut the workout. Quick one today, very simple one today. Good burn, hell of a fucking burn, I will say. But taking it a little bit easy this week. Had a little situation on Friday with my elbow. Been definitely suffering with some elbow pains for the last few months, and just really been kind of just working through it, you know, just pushing through the pain, trying to make it work in whatever way that I can. And Friday it all kind of caught up to me, you know. That's the price I pay, right? So taking it easy, gonna be reaching out to elbow specialists today, see what's kind of going on, see if we can see them this week, and like I said, just see what's really going on in there. I hope, you know, nothing too serious, you know, hopefully just, you know, a little banged up, and, you know, a little repair ski will get us back on track. But, you know, still staying positive, getting done what I can get done, and, you know, not letting this slow me down. You know, if there's a will, there's a way. I know mentally for myself, I can find other ways to see results. You know, still getting steps in. You know, we got to be mindful of what we can control, like I was saying earlier, not letting shit slow us down. I'm going to make it work, no matter what. So, just a slight obstacle. We'll move around it. Try other workouts to you know, still see growth, still get the best results possible. I ain't worried, but just want to kind of throw it out there, guys. To my point earlier and to this now, there's always gonna be shit trying to get in your way. How you react and how you respond is crucial. So always put that smile back in the face, stay positive, just keep fucking grinding, okay? So I'll catch you guys in a sec. All right, little Monday after work side quest. Went over to Dick's and got some new shoes. If I can get them open. Just some crispy all white dad shoes. Keep it real simple for the gym. Here we go. Clean, baby, let's go. Ooh, okay. We are here, we are live. We got back day. We got the fresh kicks. With the fresh kicks. Look at that. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, wait, but them baby cows though? Hold up. Oh. Are they like low-key coming in? See the other one. Oh. They're coming in. Look at the shoes. Ooh. Ooh. New boot goofing. Let's go. Your dating application has just been booming. You've had ladies swarming the DMs and the mentions saying, how do we get a hold of this man? How do I see him in person? What do these women got to do to earn your love? You showed them how you can earn their love. How do you earn their love?
They got to be fully able-bodied. You have to drive. And a third one, actually, that's pretty much it.
That's it?
Pretty simple guy.
Okay.
Like, just love me, care for me, we're gonna be okay.
All right.
Have a happy life.
Oh God, I hate this shit. Let's take our escape. Oh, let's go there. Let's there. Can you take me higher? No. And I gotta eat 8 big ones, baby. 8 big ones. Oh. Yeah. Damn fucking right. Going to the top, baby. Yep. Ah. 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 Ah.
Good morning, people. Good morning, everybody.
Tell them to have a great day.
Oh, have a great day. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Extra one. Extra.
Yeah, Daddy.
All right.
This is one of the more defiling workouts I think there can be, or at least machines. The way you have to like lean over like this. You ever see like those views where a person will put the camera in front of them and it looks like they're kind of, you know, taking it in the booty hole? Yeah, this machine kind of sucks. But if you do it right, build some sweet hams. Ah, gotta jump into position. Oh man. Yeah, baby. Oh. Holy shit. Fuck. Holy shit. That's crazy. Oh. Bro, I was fucking twerking out there. Well, friends, as you can tell, CNS is absolutely fried. We were twerking out there. We were looking like Shakira, and not the best workout, but we still made the best of it. It was just at a certain point, I just had to drop it. I was laughing. Donovan was just confused as fuck with what the hell was happening. I just started laughing too much, and I could not keep going. So, note to self: don't do hamstrings, every 2 days, because your body will be fried. So, noted. Writing that one down. But we are getting the day going. We got breakfast on the deck. So we got, I think it's backwards for you guys. I can't tell. We got Rise and Grides by Pride, chocolate brownie flavor. This one is my favorite. I always get this flavor. They did send me samples, and I really like the coconut cream one and the blueberry muffin one. Fire, absolutely fire. So been trying to find that in person. Haven't been able. Excuse me, man. I'm sorry. Haven't been able to find those two flavors in person. Obviously online, so I could do that, but would rather get it in person. So no code, just genuine appreciation for this company. Really good people. Their social media is always, getting back to me, tagging me and things. It's good people for sure. So if you are into the cream of rice, definitely a good brand. Highly recommend it. Really good flavors. So slight plug. But threw in serving collagen, help continue to grow the hair out. Love my hair. And then I'll also do my post-workout in here. I was trying to get a little crazy. I don't know if that is the most appealing thing to you guys. Maybe not. I don't know. Let me see. There we go. It just looks like, dirt. But it's good dirt. It's yummy dirt. Just good, yummy, carb-heavy dirt. Best way to put it. But yeah, we're getting the day going. We're rocking and rolling. After this, what time is it? 8. Oh, dude, we got time. I'm gonna bash this. I'm gonna do a little bit of reading and then create some content and maybe play some chicken run. All right, guys, something a little different. I have not done this before, but we're gonna just roll with it. We're gonna see what happens. So I don't know if you guys are aware of an app called, and this is not an ad whatsoever. This is just me just being me. So there's an app, it's called Whatnot, and basically it's online bidding for stuff. And it could be cards, memorabilia, shoes, clothes, jewelry, bags, electronics, like a whole bunch of shit. And a lot of these, in these auctions, like the people that host it, you just go live and you just share shit like QVC. And a lot of times they have giveaways and you just win random shit. So I won random shit. I know there's shoes, okay? So I'm mainly on there for shoes. I'm a sneakerhead, like that's just one of my all-time favorite things. I love shoes. It's always been a passion of mine. I remember, like, growing up in California, you're basically born with Vans on your feet coming out the womb. So you have your first love of shoes being Vans. I had every color under the sun. It was all about them. I always had, though, this love for Jordans. Just, being a kid, like, you didn't have money to afford Jordans. So it is what it is. And then, like, even through college, like, still Vans was my life. That's really all I wore. And then as soon as, like, you start to make a little bit of adult money, you start to dabble in the shoes you can afford finally. So shoes, I love them. That's where a lot of my money goes. So put into this, free shoes. So that's like, so here's a stick. Okay, here's the whole piece to this. Okay, I won shoes, 2 pairs. I don't know the size, and I don't know what they look like. So I don't know anything about these shoes. My goal is to hopefully get something good, to resell both, to get a solid pair, 1 pair. So we'll unbox together, see what we come up with, see what we get out. So I don't even know if there's like a box in here, to be honest. So like I said, here we go. I'm like scared. I want to I'm trying to let it be as much of a surprise as possible. What do you guys see? Oh, what? What? Look at these things. Are you kidding me? Look at this shit. Oh my God, bro. This is hilarious. Are you? Oh, dude, these are fresh though. Look at this. Jordan 1 high top, kid size. That's so crazy. Seeing this box is hilarious. You got your little gold jump man. Dude, I don't even know what to do. I'm so shook right now. That's so crazy. Well, Definitely will be selling those because they only fit on my thumbs. So I guess first shoe is a strikeout. We got a size 7C. Size 7C. Kid shoe. Toddler shoe. Baby shoe. I don't even know what you call it. Okay, so box one, a bit of a strikeout. We still got a second box. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Again, we're not gonna look. I'm gonna let you guys. A nut, bro. I think it's the same thing. It's even smaller. It's even fucking smaller. It's the exact same shoe. Exact same shoe, just smaller. Bro. This is crazy. This is not at all what I had expected. But damn, dude, these are fresh. These are fresh. You even got the gum bottoms. Dude. I had so much hope that this was going to be shoes I potentially could wear. I ain't got a shot. I ain't even got a shot. I put my thumb in it. I mean, they smell fresh as fuck. But bro. And here's the thing, I can't even say I got scammed because they were free. That's the tough part about this. I don't even know what to say. I got my little shoes. I got my little shoes. A size 7C and a 6C. This is what we got. I guess I kind of have to rethink my game plan at selling these to get enough money to get shoes that I do want. Back to the drawing board. But thank you for sharing this experience with me. I guess if I haven't sold these by the time this video comes out and you have a kid that wears a 6C and a 7C, let me know. We'll arrange something, I guess. I don't fucking know. I really don't know what to do next, but yeah, we're gonna end it here for this. This did not work out the way I thought it was. I'm sorry. Well, good morning, my crazy cats and kittens. It's Friday, and we're left stranded. Once again, little man did not show up. I am a lonely son of a gun here on this Friday morning, getting it all by myself. Before Valentine's Day. Before fucking Valentine's Day. Talk about fucking sad, bro. Talk about a heartbroken situation. He left me in the dust. He left me to be here all by my lonesome. And that's just sad. It's Friday the 13th, too. He probably walked under a ladder or some shit. Walked past a black cat. Probably broke a mirror. Probably got the bad end of the wishbone. Son of a gun. Fuck it, though. I gotta do it on my own. I gotta get these gains. I gotta get big. It's all me, not him. His name is Little Man. I'm Big Man. So I gotta do my part. Get big. I'm just sad because now I'm alone. So, me and my lonely broken ass heart. Back, chest, arms. Let's go. You know, guys, as heartbroken as I am, I'm even more heartbroken. I'm double heartbroken, triple heartbroken actually, because of the shoe incident yesterday, him not showing up, and brought no food today. Safe to say I'm absolutely cooked. Extremely disappointed in my actions. Could not believe I did this to myself. Past Nick T was not thinking about future Nick T. He was being selfish. He was being lazy. Downright diabolical. So now we gotta get creative. I have a ton of cream of rice on my desk. Chocolate brownie flavor. Taco flavor. So I do have breakfast. I technically do have a lunch. But now I'm just slacking in protein. So might have to call up the local butcher and see if he could bring a cow over or something like that. I don't know. Can maybe put like a chicken in an air fryer. Can you put a live chicken in an air fryer? That'd probably be inhumane. My PETA people probably freaking out. Apologize. We're not going to do that. Just thinking of options. That's all, guys. Nothing serious. I mean, or we could just, you know, order food somewhere too. Might have to do that. I'm clocked in. I punched my card. I typed in my code. Hey, Macarena. Full transparency, my elbow is in a lot of pain. So, really just gonna stick with one plate today on this chest press. Didn't really think it was smart to go to the dumbbells and pick them up and have that pressure upward on them. Gravity, right? Such a bad thing. I don't use the B word, but yeah, where I guess you could say I'm being smart, somewhat smart. Really smart would probably be like, don't do anything with your elbow. But I'm stubborn and not smart, so we still train, just lighter, different directions. Potato, tomato, it's all the same things. So we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna get results. I don't give a flying flip. I'm hungry, starving, I want to grow, I want to do things, big things. So that's where we're at. So just, this is what I'm working with, one plate. Most I've done, 4, 5, each side. Pretty fucking cool the way it looks. Looks like you're fucking a rocket from NASA going to Mars. But yeah, I'll just show a little bit of it, you know. It's not the most exciting workout when it comes to chest, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm getting sad talking about it now. We gotta get fired back up. Let's put on some fucking tunes, boy. Let's go. Slow control, baby. since little man's not here to yell at me and stop me from doing other things, we're gonna do other things. Little extra arms today.